What happens when you eat watermelon daily? The results will shock you. Eating watermelon every single day changed everything about my health, and by the end of this video, you'll understand why this juicy fruit might be the most underrated superfood on the planet. Look, we all love watermelon in the summer. It's sweet, it's refreshing, and honestly, it tastes like pure happiness. But here's what nobody tells you. This fruit is doing way more for your body than just satisfying your sweet tooth. I'm talking about benefits that could literally transform your health. And the best part, science backs all of this up. Now, before we dive in, I need to tell you something. When I started researching watermelon for this video, I thought I'd find maybe 3 or 4 decent health benefits. But what I discovered completely blew my mind. We're talking about peer-reviewed studies, clinical trials, and real-world results that most people have no idea about. So stick around because I'm breaking down 9 mind-blowing things that happen when you make watermelon part of your daily routine. Trust me, number 7 is absolutely game-changing. And if you make it to the end, I'm going to share a bonus tip that combines watermelon with another ingredient to multiply its benefits by 10x. But first, quick reminder, everything I'm sharing today is backed by science and reviewed by qualified health professionals. This isn't just my opinion, this is real research. All right, let's jump in. Benefit number 1, your hydration goes through the roof. Here's the deal. Watermelon is basically nature's sports drink. We're talking 92% pure water packed into the most delicious package possible. Now, I know what you're thinking. Can't I just drink regular water? Sure, you absolutely can. But here's why watermelon is actually better in many situations. Think about it. After a brutal workout or a scorching hot day, your body is begging for fluids. You're dehydrated, you're exhausted, and honestly, the last thing you want to do is force down glass after glass of plain water. But watermelon, that's a whole different story. It's like your body wants to consume it. And that's not just because it tastes incredible. There's actual science behind why your body craves it when you're dehydrated. See, when you sweat, you're not just losing water. You're losing electrolytes, sodium, potassium, magnesium. These are the minerals your body needs to function properly. Without them, you can drink all the water in the world and still feel off. Watermelon naturally contains all of these electrolytes. Plus, it has natural sugars that help your body absorb that hydration even faster. It's like the difference between regular gas and premium fuel. Both work, but one works better. Here's something crazy. Studies show that people who eat high water content foods like watermelon throughout the day stay more consistently hydrated than people who just rely on drinking water. Why? Because you're getting hydration from multiple sources, and your body can process it more efficiently. And we haven't even talked about the nutrient bomb you're getting. Every bite delivers vitamin A for your vision, vitamin C for your immune system, B6 for brain function, potassium for your heart, magnesium for your muscles, and lycopene, which we'll talk more about in a minute. The versatility is insane, too. Cut it into cubes and throw it in a container for work. Blend it into a smoothie with some mint and lime. Freeze it into popsicles for your kids. Grill it with a sprinkle of sea salt for a gourmet side dish. Toss it in a salad with feta cheese and balsamic vinegar. Bottom line, if you're someone who struggles to hit that daily water intake goal, and let's be honest, most of us do, watermelon is your new secret weapon. You're getting hydration that actually tastes amazing. That's a win-win. Benefit number 2, your heart will thank you. Okay, let's get real for a second. Heart disease is the #1 cause of death globally. That's not meant to scare you, it's meant to wake you up to how important heart health really is. But here's the good news. What if I told you that something as simple as eating watermelon could be your heart's secret weapon? Let me break down the science because this is fascinating. Watermelon is absolutely packed with lycopene, that powerful antioxidant that gives it that gorgeous red color. And lycopene isn't just some trendy health buzzword. This compound has been studied extensively, and the results are remarkable. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition found that consuming watermelon juice actually improved artery function in adults with high blood pressure. We're not talking about a minor improvement. We're talking about measurable, significant changes in how blood vessels function. Think about what that means. Your arteries become more flexible, more responsive, better at regulating blood flow. That's huge for preventing heart attacks and strokes. But lycopene does more than that. It fights inflammation at the cellular level. And here's why that matters. Inflammation is one of the root causes of heart disease. When your arteries are inflamed, plaque builds up more easily. Your blood pressure increases. Your heart has to work harder to pump blood through your body. Lycopene stops that process in its tracks. Another study found that the amino acid citrulline in watermelon can help lower cholesterol levels in the blood. High cholesterol is one of those silent killers. You can feel perfectly fine while your arteries are slowly getting clogged. And then there's potassium. A single cup of watermelon gives you about 170 milligrams. Now, that might not sound like much, but potassium is absolutely critical for heart health. It regulates your heartbeat, helps maintain healthy blood pressure, and reduces your risk of stroke. Here's what most people don't realize. The balance between sodium and potassium in your body is crucial. Most of us eat way too much sodium and not enough potassium. Watermelon helps restore that balance naturally. So yeah, every slice you eat is basically a love letter to your cardiovascular system. And considering heart health affects literally every other system in your body, from your brain to your kidneys to your muscles, this is one benefit you definitely don't want to ignore. Benefit number 3, say goodbye to digestive issues. All right, let's talk about something that affects almost everyone at some point. Digestive problems, constipation, bloating, that uncomfortable gassy feeling after meals. It's not fun, and it can seriously impact your quality of life. Watermelon's got your back. Actually, it's got your entire digestive tract. First off, let's talk about fiber. Each cup of watermelon delivers about 1.5 grams. Now, I know that doesn't sound like a ton compared to something like beans or whole grains, but here's the thing, it's the type of fiber that matters. Watermelon contains both soluble and insoluble fiber. Soluble fiber dissolves in water and forms a gel-like substance that slows down digestion, helping you feel fuller longer and stabilizing blood sugar. Insoluble fiber doesn't dissolve. It adds bulk to your stool and helps everything move through your digestive tract smoothly. But the real magic happens with your gut bacteria. You've probably heard about the microbiome, those trillions of bacteria living in your intestines. When they're healthy and balanced, your whole body benefits. Better immunity, better mood, better metabolism, everything. The fiber in watermelon feeds the good bacteria in your gut. Think of it as fertilizer for your internal garden. When those beneficial bacteria thrive, they produce short-chain fatty acids that reduce inflammation, strengthen your gut lining, and improve nutrient absorption. And remember that 92% water content we talked about earlier? That's absolutely crucial for digestion. Your body needs water to produce digestive enzymes, to break down food, to move everything through your intestines. When you're dehydrated, even slightly, your digestive system slows down. Food sits in your stomach longer. Your intestines absorb more water from your stool, making it harder and more difficult to pass. That's how you end up constipated. Watermelon prevents all of that by keeping your system hydrated and moving. But here's where it gets really interesting. Watermelon contains a natural enzyme called bromelain. This enzyme is like a tiny pair of scissors that cuts up protein molecules, making them easier for your body to digest. If you've ever felt that heavy, bloated feeling after eating a big, protein-rich meal, like steak, chicken, or fish, that's often because your body is struggling to break down all that protein. Bromelain helps speed up that process, which means less bloating, less gas, and better overall digestion. Or pineapples that can sometimes cause watermelon is incredibly gentle on your stomach, pH, unlike acidic to your digestive like oranges. So if you're dealing with any kind of digestive discomfort, watermelon might be exactly what you need. Your gut is about to become your biggest fan. Benefit number 4, your skin will glow. Let's talk about something everyone wants, amazing skin, that natural, healthy glow that makes people ask, what's your secret? Well, watermelon might just be that secret. Now, the beauty industry wants you to believe that perfect skin comes from expensive serums, complex routines, and miracle creams. And sure, some of those products work, but what if I told you that what you eat matters as much, if not more, than what you put on your skin? Let's start with hydration. Your skin is about 64% water. When you're dehydrated, it shows. Your skin looks dull, feels tight, fine lines become more visible. Drinking water helps, but eating water-rich foods like watermelon gives your skin that plump, dewy look from the inside out. But the hydration is just the beginning. Watermelon is loaded with vitamin A, which plays a crucial role in skin health. Vitamin A helps your skin produce sebum, that natural oil that keeps your skin moisturized and protected. Without enough vitamin A, your skin becomes dry, flaky, and more prone to irritation.
Benefit number 5, Kiss muscle soreness goodbye. All right, gym rats, athletes, weekend warriors, this section is especially for you. But honestly, even if you're just someone who occasionally exercises or does physical work, you need to hear this. You know that brutal muscle soreness that hits the day after a tough workout? That feeling where you can barely walk upstairs, where sitting down on the toilet becomes an Olympic event? That's called DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. It happens because when you exercise intensely, you create tiny tears in your muscle fibers. Your body repairs those tears, which is how you build stronger muscles. But the inflammation and repair process is what causes that pain and stiffness. Most people just accept this as part of the deal. No pain, no gain, right? But what if you could dramatically reduce that soreness and recover faster? Enter watermelon. The secret is an amino acid called L-citrulline. Watermelon is one of the best natural sources of this compound. In fact, it's named after watermelon. Citrullus is the Latin name for watermelon. Here's how it works. When you eat watermelon, your body converts L-citrulline into another amino acid called L-arginine. L-arginine then triggers the production of nitric oxide in your blood vessels. Nitric oxide is like a magic bullet for recovery. It relaxes and widens your blood vessels, which increases blood flow to your muscle tissue. More blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients reaching your damaged muscle tissue. It also means faster removal of metabolic waste products that contribute to soreness. Multiple studies have backed this up. One study had athletes drink watermelon juice before exercise. The result? They experienced significantly less muscle soreness 24 hours later compared to athletes who didn't drink it. Another study found that watermelon juice helped reduce heart rate recovery time after exercise. Basically, the athletes' bodies bounced back faster. But the benefits don't stop there. Remember, when you exercise hard, you sweat. And when you sweat, you lose electrolytes, particularly potassium and magnesium. Potassium is crucial for muscle function. Without enough of it, you're more likely to experience cramping and prolonged soreness. Watermelon gives you a natural potassium boost that helps your muscles function properly and recover faster. Magnesium is equally important. It plays a role in over 300 biochemical reactions in your body, including muscle contraction and relaxation. Low magnesium levels are directly linked to increased muscle cramping and slower recovery times. Here's a pro tip. If you're planning a particularly intense workout, eat some watermelon about an hour before. The citrulline will start working its magic during your workout, priming your body for faster recovery. And after your workout, have more watermelon. The combination of hydration, natural sugars for glycogen replenishment, and those recovery-boosting amino acids makes it the perfect post-workout snack. Benefit number 6, lower blood pressure naturally. Let's talk about something that affects over 1.3 billion people worldwide, high blood pressure, also known as hypertension. Here's why this matters. High blood pressure is called the silent killer because you can feel completely fine while your cardiovascular system is under serious stress. Over time, it damages your arteries, increases your risk of heart attack and stroke, and puts strain on your kidneys and brain. Most people who get diagnosed end up on medication, and while those medications work, they often come with side effects, fatigue, dizziness, digestive issues. Plus, once you start taking them, you're usually on them for life. But what if there was a natural approach that could help? Not as a replacement for medical treatment, always work with your doctor, but as a powerful complementary strategy. That's where watermelon comes in. The mechanism is actually fascinating. It all comes back to citrulline, that amino acid we keep talking about. Citrulline gets converted to arginine in your body, and arginine is essential for producing nitric oxide. Now, nitric oxide is one of the most important molecules for cardiovascular health. It's a vasodilator, which means it signals your blood vessels to relax and expand. When your blood vessels are relaxed, blood can flow through them more easily. Less resistance means lower blood pressure. Think of it like this. Imagine trying to push water through a tight, constricted hose versus a relaxed, open hose. Same amount of water, but way less pressure needed in the second scenario. That's what nitric oxide does for your blood vessels.